Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Monday, April 22nd, 2024. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with the big picture, work my way into the day itself. We did have a violation last week of channel support on the weekly chart at 882.96. On the daily chart, you'll find it at 825.07. In fact, I'm going to jump briefly to the daily chart and show the violation of this channel bottom last Friday that set off. I'm calling it a 2 to 3 week sell signal, but I think you'd agree that with last Friday's volatility, this could be in as many days, perhaps. Although I'm not expecting that, I'm just saying with the expanded volatility we have right now, we could fall to the targeted 665.11 within the week. That is, once again, preceded by, or backed up by, I should say, a longer-term Fibonacci, a 3/8 Fibonacci at 643.24. So we're including this as the target. Now we also have, the full channel extension on the daily chart at 693.26. We have that as a session containment level today if tested, but it really is the 665.11 down to the 643.24 region, 665.62 on the weekly chart. That is our target. 2 to 3 week objective could be realized this week, able to contain selling through May, and from there we can stabilize and round back up again as we move through the rest of the second quarter perhaps. If we were to close in the next week, 2 or 3, below 643.24, then I would see the 405.67 level. This is that channel top that we settled above almost a year ago, May of 23, that set off the long-term buy signal, if you recall. If you've been a wickedstocks.com subscriber, for instance, over the last year, we have this pegged pretty well. In fact, it was the retracement back to this channel top months later that presented yet another buy opportunity. So if we close below 643.24 within, let's just call it several months, or should I say several weeks, depending on volatility, of course, the low 400 area expected. But we're not there. I'm not expecting it unless we close below 643.24. I did want to mention briefly, if you're not aware, if you're new to the NVIDIA report, that we put out a daily Triple Q report, and the Triple Q last week on Monday set off a meaningful sell signal that was considered actionable, tentative, official on Friday, but it was an early lead on weakness. And NVIDIA is about 6 or 7% of the NASDAQ 100 or the Triple Q. And so I guess what I'm saying is you may consider subscribing to wickedstocks.com, if only for solid Triple Q analysis that you could say was an early lead on the sell signal that occurred officially on Friday, at least from my perspective, with the settlement below 825.07. So 825.07 is your pullback resistance this week, able to contain weekly buying pressures, and below which the 643.24 to 665.11 area remains a 2 to 3 week target. We might see that sooner. So if we push into the 825.07 area, solid day trade level, solid weekly resistance area for 3 to 5 day swing traders, and it's a solid 2 to 3 week position trade for swing traders in the 2 to 3 week time frame. If we push into the mid 820s, you may consider reaching for 665 or perhaps 645 strike out of the money puts that don't expire. I would go a couple of months out on that expiration. I'm calling it a 2 to 3 week sell signal. So you want to go out, at roughly twice the distance in expiration as your anticipated objective should be realized. And that objective, as I say, may be realized within the week, for instance. We did also last Friday close below this descending channel bottom at 790.33. And so this is actually a solid day trade level. 790.33 may well contain daily buying pressures, and below which this market clearly remains on its heels as we move into later week. That's why I say this lower area, this 2 to 3 week target at 665.11 may be realized this week. On the way down today, I do have 741.05 as an intraday support level that can contain intraday weakness. We could bounce from here back to 790.33 on an intraday basis, but if we break or open today below 741.05, I do think 693.26 is in reach today. That would be another significant sell-off day on Monday following Friday's. 693.26 can contain session weakness, but in terms of bottom picking the market, through May activity, for instance, that comes with the 665.11 level, 665.62 on the weekly chart. 643.24 is once again a long-term 3/8 Fibonacci going back to October 22 low against the March 24 high. So this is going to be a significant test. Can contain more than weekly selling pressures, quite possibly through May and into the third quarter from here. And yes, if we close below 643.24, I'm then expecting the low 400 area over the following 2 to 3 months, or is it 2 to 3 weeks? You tell me. If we've got expanded volatility as we have presently, we're more like 2 to 3 weeks. Let's go back to this image. 825.07 is preceded today by 790.33. So if we rally today, we recover. Let's say that we close back above 790.33 today. I think 825.07 is likely tomorrow. I'm not expecting 825.07 today, but yes, if we push through or especially open above 790.33 today, 825.07 is in reach on an intraday basis, where the market can top out for the week itself, possibly through the rest of April, and below which we are expecting the 643.24 to 665.11 area as a 2 to 3 week objective. Of course, closing above 825.07 would neutralize that sell signal. And the question is, where to then? I'm just going to jump to this chart here at 863.89. Closing today above 825.07, 863.09 is likely tomorrow. This can contain session strength and is an aggressive upward pivot point through the rest of the week. But I don't think it's necessary to go there just yet. I don't think that is likely today. But if we do close above 825.07, it should be stressed that if you set a short last Friday or last week, that you should consider liquidating that short position. And that would presumably be a short position over the next several weeks down into the mid 660s. If we close above 825.07, we're no longer expecting that area. And in fact, I think either a consolidation or outright meaningful bullish continuation would be in order. I'm not ready yet to provide it, but I can tell you right now that the channel top, this is the all-time high back in March. The channel top, take that low against that low. If you can imagine a trend line around here, and then you project a channel top coming down like this, it'll be in the 850s, 870s, something like that. That would be our our sign for bullish continuation as we move into May trade. We're a long way from that right now, but if we approach 825.07, certainly if we close above it today, I will be presenting those formations for you to mull over in the days ahead. But for right now, on the defensive, below, there's your triple Q. On the defensive for the day, below 790.33. We are on the defensive for the week and through the rest of April, below 825.07. This zone, 665.11 down to 643.24, our 2 to 3 week target. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. If you're looking for that Apple analysis, we have it at wickedstocks.com. We also have Daily Triple Q and SPY, 2 excellent stock picks every week that are always looking for 20% moves near to midterm. Have at it. 5-day free trial. I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.